right, guys, we are watching Robert Hall and Dave Rowell.
Look at that. What a beautiful
Boy,
shot.
what a nice safety he just played. I don't think that Dave is going to be able to see the 4.
No, he's got him over by a portion of the ball.
This is a winner's side match. It's the last round of the evening. There are, I believe, 8 winners left at this point.
And this is what I was talking about, creating distance. You know, that adage, length is strength. Notice the cue ball was at one end of the rail.
Yep.
And 9 feet away was the other ball.
Yeah.
You know,
That's tough
I mean,
to
you
get
can't get any better than that. I mean,
he played a very nice shot.
And on top of having the distance, he was kicking from behind the ball.
I think Rob is about a 98% favorite to get out from here.
Yeah, I think he probably dialed in a little harder since he hit that 5 ball or that 4 ball coming out a couple shots back. Notice how the better players, they don't get on the rail very much. You know? They get close to the rail, but they don't get on the rail.
And I think some of that, also I think a lot of that comes from the confidence in their shot making.
Yes.
Knowing that accepting a cut from out in the middle of the table is preferable to a more straight shot when you're on the rail, because you just have more options for position.
You see so many amateurs, you know, they're just glad to make the shot, and the next thing you know, they're shooting off the rail.
Yeah.
Oh, he almost overcut that.
You know,
ball.
I don't know if you ever watch any videos or anything, but a long time ago I got one from Bert Kinnister, his 60-minute workout. And it's basically just like 25 or so shots that all involve make the object ball and bring the cue ball to the center of the table. And I mean, his whole philosophy is, especially playing 9-ball, 9 times out of 10, you have a shot from the center of the table, and it's true.
It's true.
You're certainly not going to be on a rail, and it's a great skill to have.
I was fortunate that I actually got to play with Bert.
No kidding.
Bert lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I think he's somewhere in the Dallas area, not Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah?
But, yeah, he was on the BCA Masters team that I was playing on.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, it's good to have him there, you know. He's a character for sure. Good guy.
It's brutally important to hit the ball soft. He always says that. Dave is so funny. Well, that's an excellent break, but he might be in the drink.
Man,
that turned out to be an excellent break for Dave Rowell, and this is exactly the chance he needs. Let me update the score here. Rob is up 2-0 at this point, and this is exactly the opportunity that Dave needed.
3 on the break. David's at the table says, "Thank you, don't mind if I do." I don't know about you, but I see him playing the 7, 8, 9 all in the same pocket. Maybe the 9 in the bottom left.
Yeah. Yep.
But the 7 and the 8 are definitely going in the bottom right.
Yep.
It's just a little top center. Come
really
right back down.
Pretty hard to get bad on this 7-ball as long as he doesn't do that. As long as he doesn't overhit it, which he did.
Wow.
I mean, he should still be okay here because he has plenty of room to roll to the rail and come out. But he didn't want to be shooting this shot. We just got through talking about being on the rail.
Yeah.
Now he's got a tough, touchy cut. You got to control the speed. It becomes a much more difficult shot.
Oh my goodness, that was probably the worst thing he could have done to himself.
I think he would have even, once again, been better off right in the middle of the table.
Absolutely.
At least he has the option to go 2 rails around, draw to the left side, rail it back out. He has 100 things he could do.
I know Bert would agree.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, if I remember right, didn't Bert work with Niels Fayen?
Yes, he did.
A ways back, and Niels has gone on to become one of the tip-top players in the world.
Yeah, Niels is a very good player. He is. That's a very nice shot.
That's the shot a champion makes. I think you're right. I think all 3 balls are going in that same pocket.
Yeah.
I think he has a little too much angle to try to hold this up for the 9, so he's probably going to punch it in and go across the table.
Yeah, you're going to have to, because otherwise he's going to be on the 50-yard line again.
Yep.
He rolled it.
He hit that great. Wow, what a nice shot that is.
The 7-1 on the rack. You know, that's the difference between a guy that's confident at the table and someone that's just making balls, you know, I mean.
Yeah, well, and also spending your time thinking about what you did wrong. Oh, I can't believe I got out of line on that 7-ball. Instead of just, well, this is my shot now, and sticking to the future.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, you can't dwell on the past, not in this game.
Dave closes the gap there a little bit.
This is going to be an exciting match. I'm going to make an early prediction, say this is probably going to be a hill-hill match.
You know, it's a shame because he could not have hit that 1 ball any better. I mean, he got kicked out of the way, but he hit it dead square, almost no spin, and he just didn't make a ball.
Yeah. Well, this table, I'm telling you, this table is just not accepting a hard break.
No, apparently not. Well, he didn't really crush him like some of the guys have been, but he certainly didn't hit it soft. Rob's a little straight on this 1 ball.
I think, you know, for me, if I'm not getting good results from where I'm, you know, when I'm breaking, if I break dry, then the next time I get to the table, I'm not breaking from that same spot.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Yep.
I might go to the opposite side of the table, and, you know, I'm going to find this spot where I'm getting some good results.
Yeah. Assuming I hit it good. If I hit the ball good and nothing's happening, then maybe I'll change it up.
Yeah, if I glance to 1, then if it's on me, then I'll try it again. But if it's not me...
Uh-oh. He overcooked that one. He sure didn't want to be on this side of the ball.
No, he's on the wrong side of the ball.
Now, luckily, he's off the rail, so he has a lot of options. He could come down between the 9 and the 6 with inside English. I'm not sure if he can reach the right side rail without hitting the 6 ball. If he can, he could potentially do that as well.
You think he could spin it 3 rails?
I'm not
Four
sure.
rails.
I'm not sure.
1,
I
2,
think he
3,
could draw
4.
the ball with inside English. That's what I like. In between the 6 and the 9. Oh, he went outside English. That was a tremendous shot.
That was a beautiful shot.
Unfortunately, once again, I think he has come up with no reward. Although this is one of my favorite kick shots. A little bit low and right English, and you can just stick that cue ball almost back up into the 7 ball and kick the 4 out of there.
Say low and right? Or low
Yeah,
and left?
Oddly, I would play this low and right for some reason. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me, and I think that's what he did too.
I think he went low and left.
Maybe.
I think he spun into the ball.
Yeah.
And then the deflection knocked it back out on the right side of the 7.
I think he's left Dave straight in.
Yeah, he's got a shot.
I mean, if he can just do a stop shot, he's in good shape.
Or roll it. You can roll it
I think he has a slight angle. He might even be able to come all the way down to the bottom rail if he really wants to.
Just roll it. Oh, wow.
Well, you do have to make that ball, though. Well, he kind of lucked out here. I can't tell if this bank is on, but it doesn't really get him anything, even if it is.
Yeah.
Probably just bank it into the 5 ball and come up above the 9 in the middle of the table or something.
Maybe try to send the cue ball up there towards the 7 and the 8.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I like that shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
That's become one of my new favorite safety type shots where you hit the ball soft with a lot of outside English and just spin softly up the table. Actually learned that from watching a real good player up at Snooker's, Ray McNamara. Very good player, and I see him do that shot all the time, and after I watched it, is he going to make that 8 ball? No, he's not. But I have to say, both of these guys have made a lot of uncharacteristic misses so far.
I think it's that old boxing match again. They're getting the jabs out and seeing
Yeah,
how far they can swing.
it could be.
They haven't gotten comfortable with each other yet. Although they're both seasoned players.
Yeah.
That's a very unforced error right there. To see him miss an open table shot like that, that's very uncharacteristic of Robert.
It almost looks like they're kind of rushing a little bit.
Yeah.
They're not really taking their time because they're both, I wouldn't call them slow players, but I don't think they're super speedy fast either.
Right.
And
it could be the party atmosphere going on behind them.
Right, now that's a great shot. Hopefully he's come up on, that plays a little tricky.
He might hit this with a little high right and a little bit of force to force it around.
Force it outside of the 7 ball.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. Although even once again, if he just kind of draw a little bit outside and comes to the middle of the table, that's fine. Yeah, that works out great.
See what he does. Drawing it around behind the 7, around the 7.
Yeah, 2 rails, but instead of hitting it with high and force, hit it low and drag it.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to do, but we'll see.
The only thing I don't like about the dragon part, though,
controlling the spin. Well, he did your shot, but he hit it quite a bit harder than he needed to.
Yeah, the only part about the drag, though, is that if you don't judge it correctly, you could drag it right in that top right corner.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Wow. I mean, that wasn't an easy shot.
No, it
it was
wasn't.
Long shot, cross table. But I know that Robert felt that was a shot that he was supposed to make.
I think Dave will just pull this back a couple feet.
Yeah. Nothing fancy here. Unless you find yourself behind the 6. No, he's going to be okay.
Tough to say. What do we got for a view here? That doesn't tell us anything about, yeah, I guess.
This one right here, camera 3.
Oh, yeah, he can see the whole ball. Still not exactly what he would have liked. He's going to jack up. He'll probably just have to draw back out to the middle.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's what he meant to do, but it may work.
Well, the problem is he's got to cut it to the right, and the cue ball is going to go to the left, and he needs to try to go back up table. So
I think he can pull the ball to the right of the 9, 2 rails out of that corner, and go up table.
Draw?
Yeah, I think he can really, kind of punch this ball in.
He's
not.
He's not.
If he can get to the left side rail, then great. That's what he'll do. It doesn't look like he can to me. Like, oh. He went inside English.
Yeah.
Huh? I actually really like that shot. But
he didn't have to hit it as hard as he did.
Both players really seem to be kind of slamming the ball around a little bit, more so than normal. And they don't, from what I remember, they don't typically play that way.
Yeah. And
maybe there's a little bit of nerves, I mean, I'm sure both of them would like another title. It's been a little while for both of them, and here they are right in the final 8. They got to be saying, oh, if I can get by this guy, it might be clear sailing.
Final 4, winner side.
Yeah.
One more victory puts me in playing for the hot seat.
Not only that, I'm curious. I'm going to look on the chart here and see. I'm going to see when the winners come back. I don't know if everyone plays at 9 in the morning or if only the loser's side plays at 9 in the morning. The winners might get a break. They might come back and play a little bit later.
I see.
Let's see here.
Maybe they're at 10:30 or 11.
God knows I would prefer that if I were them. What do we got here? If we have 10:30 tonight, the next round, oddly, it doesn't say when the next round is. I don't understand why.
Doesn't have a time on that?
No, it doesn't actually. It just kind of cuts off at the end of the chart. It doesn't show a time. Okay. I do know for sure that all of the loser side comes back at 9 a.m.
Right.
That's for certain.
Maybe it's TBA.
Yeah, it's possible. But I mean, it looks like if they're going to have 4 on the winner's side and probably 8 on the loser's side coming back. Boy, you know, there's some nice matches on the loser's side as well.
Oh yeah.
You had up-and-comer Zach Sanderson's playing Eric Tang, a really good player from Connecticut. He's gone pretty far in this tournament. He's already in 13th.
Nice. Yeah, Zach's playing really good. Zach's from Mississippi.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He just played Kenny Brisbane. And,
yeah. I've been following him on Facebook a little bit. Somehow we connected. And now there's our friend Greg Diggs is playing Jeffrey Gus. I'm not too familiar with Jeffrey. Boy, Dave came up short on this 9-ball, too. It's unexpected errors here.
Another tester right
here. Got a real strong player, Brett Stottlemyre, from, I think, Maryland or somewhere in that area, playing Carlos Carter, who was the runner-up, I think, 2 years ago to Brian Parks. Maybe 3 years ago to Brian Parks.
Carlos from Alabama.
I'm not sure where he's from.
He missed it.
Oh, he might get it on the flip side.
No.
How's his speed, though? I think his speed's pretty good.
He's going to leave him on one rail bank shot to the side pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been a pretty rough match so far. Basically, at this point, it seems like a race to whoever's going to kind of lock in first.
Yeah, I made an early prediction about a hill, but honestly,
well, he missed that one good.
This has been very odd, a very odd game.
I mean, you know, sometimes all it takes is that one shot, and this could be the shot. You know, the long cut off the rail, puts him at 2-2, all of a sudden he catches his gear, you know. Maybe that's what happens, who knows.
I recommend your attention for a moment. We will be non-smoking until the last match is over. We'll let you know when you can light up. At the moment, it's smoking free.
And he drained it. Almost scratched in the corner, but wow. You can tell he's feeling it. He breathed a sigh of relief when that was done. That ties us up at 2-2. You know, it's looking like whoever decided to play 9-ball first might have made a good move, because it's now, you know, going to be decided on the 8-ball. And I'm not really sure which game is the preference of each player here.
I believe Robert chose 9-ball.
Oh yeah, that would make sense, because the other guy had the break. Yep.
Well, he lost the lag, and the other guy.
Yeah. And Dave must have chose the break. Yep.
So Robert chose 9-ball. Oh.
Foul. I think in the APA that is not a foul.
It is not a foul in APA.
Yeah.
And BCA would be a foul.
Yeah. Wow, how's that cue ball?
That was a nice
Well, that's
break.
a really unfortunate kick, because he couldn't have struck that any more perfectly.
Yeah, he pocketed the ball this time.
Yeah, that corner ball flew straight in.
He found the spot to break.
And if you notice, it looked like he took a little off that break. I think he hit it a little bit softer than some of the others, as we were talking about before.
Well, one thing's for sure, he squatted wide. He just got kicked up table.
Yep.
And that's what you want to do, guys and gals. You want to squat that cue ball right smack dab in the center on the break.
I would expect him to bank this 1-ball up table. I think he can roll down behind the 9 and 4.
Kick it up table?
I think so. He may even be able to cross it over, you know, sort of bank it at the 2-ball. Go to the right side rail and come back. I can't tell if he has enough angle to do that. It looks like he's a little on the straight side.
Yeah,
he's going to push out, huh?
Yeah, he's going to push out.
I don't see a
probably
great
because he's on the end
here.
rail.
Yeah, I guess so. What does he push
He's
to?
going to probably just hit the 3. Give himself the same
I guess so. I guess so.
But he's just not dealing with a 1/4 inch of the cue ball.
Now this, I feel, plays quite a bit easier than it did before. I think that Rob can see the majority of that 1-ball, and I think he's just going to bank it up table, send the cue ball to the right side rail and down to the bottom. But we shall see.
He's thinning the right side, or the left side of the 1. Oh, you were right.
Oops.
You could see a lot of that 1.
He actually, I guess he either couldn't see enough of it, or else he just hit it too full. Well, here's another big opportunity. Dave definitely has the shot, and if he makes it, he looks to be out.
Nice
and
shot.
He sure does. And just like I said, you know, I wonder if that one long 9-ball is that one shot that suddenly snaps you into gear.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all it takes is just that one shot, for sure. Yeah, that last rack, I'm sure both of them felt they took way too many. There was too many innings in that last shot game. A nice shot from the 2 to the 3. It looks like he has an angle on this 3-ball. I don't foresee him hitting it with any follow and floating in between the 5 and the 6. If he hits it with low, he can drag the cue ball on the other side, on the right
Yeah,
side. Yeah,
I would expect him to just, you know, stop the ball, pull it a little bit back. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, but there's a problem with that because
Never
mind.
I think he's good. He'll just roll down.
I was seeing the 4 and it's late, folks. I thought the 4 was the 8.
Oh, yep, that would definitely be a problem.
I thought he was transitioning from the 3 to the 5, I did not see the 4 there. I thought that was the 8-ball.
What's the score?
The score right now is 2-2. Yeah. It was a nice shot on the 4-ball. However, I think that he does not like this angle on the 5 that he created for himself. I mean, it's a makeable shot, but he's testing himself. I think he's probably going to end up cutting the 5 on the side, go 3 rails, and shooting the 6 on the same side. I don't know if the 5 has enough room to squeeze by the 6 and go up table in the top left corner. Yeah, it did. Okay. Over a course of
still a little awkward on this ball.
Yeah.
I mean, here I think I just draw this ball 2 rails because you're kind of guaranteed the angle that you want on the 7-ball.
I don't know. I don't mind cutting it with high right, going 3 rails because you're
You know,
falling
on
into
this
shape.
monitor, I just have no ability to tell if he can hit the side rail or not.
Yeah. I mean, he played your shot.
Yeah. I just like the angle on that shot, and I also like when I can kind of stroke a ball in it.
Yeah.
All other things being equal.
I mean, we would have been in the same position.
Pretty much, yeah. Ooh, he underhit that one a little bit.
Yes, he did.
This is quite a back cut, actually, looking at it, but I expect him to make this ball.
Yeah. Little touch of inside, as C.J. Wiley would say. A little touch of inside.
For those of you just tuning in, we're here at the U.S. Amateur Championship at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, presented by the APA. This format, the winner of the lag gets to choose either to break or which game they want to play first. In this case, Dave Rowell won the break, and Robert Hall chose 9-ball. So they're going to play through 8 games of 9-ball, at which point they switch to 8-ball.
Nice shot.
He hit it in perfectly. But, wow, he let that cue ball drift quite a bit, but I guess he was fine.
Yeah.
So, Dave now takes the lead after being down 2-0, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. That's quite a
3 in a row.
Yep. I've had the pleasure or displeasure of playing both of these gentlemen. Rob Hall, I played my very first match ever on a stream. It was my first match ever at the U.S. Amateur, 9 o'clock in the morning. And I had my chance, and I blew it. And he got out and won. And Dave Rowell was possibly even more painful because I played him for third place in the 8-ball singles, and it was late at night. And I think I had played him years before in the Masters, but I didn't really recall that match. But the 8-ball match was okay. I didn't play my best, and I don't think he played his best either. It was almost midnight, and I had just played a 2-hour grinder with Jeff Sargent, and it came right down to the very last rack, and I was pretty spent by the time I got to Dave, and he ended up winning. It was a $2,000 match, you know. But, you know,
it takes its toll on you. I mean, people that
really
don't
does,
play pool at this level, I mean, granted, we are...
Wow, look at the cut he made there.
Very
with
nice.
absolutely no reward. Oh, boy, that's brutal.
You think
that
Robert's
was his
gonna
big
shoot the
chance
2-9?
to extend his lead. He may. You know, he may.
Because
this lay is awfully nice.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, that's hard to pass
from the 3
up.
to the 4, back to the 5, and then
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
Well, the 7 really is super tough, you know, to get from the 5 to the 7, so why not?
Yeah, he
And
just
that's
missed
that.
one.
And, you know, I hate to say it, but I can't imagine it doesn't go through your head. When the guy, when the guy screws up and within 10 seconds he's down a rack, that takes a mental toll. I mean, that's like punishment, extra punishment for that mistake. When he sits there and you run the balls all out, he has time to collect himself and kind of rebuild his mind. But when you just punish him right away like that, it hurts.
And that's before he had missed that shot, scratched. That's where I was going with. People that don't play this game at the level of seriousness that we do, and even the pros as well, you know, it takes a lot out of you mentally.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, this is a mind game.
Of course. I mean, you get to a certain point where everyone can run the balls, and it's how do you hold yourself together? How do you compose yourself? How do you stand up to the onslaught of the other guy? How do you hold up under the pressure? All that stuff is where really that's what the game turns into as you get better at the game.
And then if you're not leaving yourself on the right side of the ball, you know, you're taxing your mind even more.
How many times can I make a big shot and get back in line over and over?
You notice Robert made a ball on the break and took a little bit off of it.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he took it. He made a ball on the break.
Yeah, I noticed sometimes I was out in July in Vegas playing an 8-ball tournament, and for whatever reason, each of those matches turned into a cluster. You know, every ball is a problem, and each match just took forever. Every rack is 23 innings, and oh God, does it grind you down? It's just so hard to keep doing that match after match. And then you get out of stroke. You're not hitting balls in.
Okay, so
I love that shot.
Safe.
Love that shot.
Yeah.
Not only did he play behind the 7, but he's up against the 7 in such a way that I don't think Dave can even go to the left side rail and hit this 3-ball without spinning the heck out of it.
He's shooting down table. Oh, wow.
Well, maybe he can. I guess he can. From here, it looks like he's right snug on that 7, but I guess not. Oh, he hit that one really good.
No doubt.
If he gets down behind that 5-ball, that turns into a tremendous shot.
Yeah, well.
Unfortunately, it instead is a not-so-good shot.
Yeah.
I mean, he made the contact, and Rob's got a long shot. He's still got to do his job here.
I think even if he gets behind the 5, you know, get Shorty out.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
you're
a
right.
straight, long jump shot, but it's
now you can't really follow this ball. I think it's on the rail. He's got to punch it.
Yeah, you got to stop it. Oh no.
That's lucky. He caught the rail first there.
I think he had some outside spin working.
That's possible. I thought he might have caught a piece of the side rail and just came right off that ball. Well, if he can get good on the 5, I would say he's out, and that would extend or put him back in the lead rather. And he did not do it.
Oh no!
He tried to hold that ball at the cost of the shot. I swear, a lot of times you miss a shot because you're trying to play position. So you shoot the object ball in the direction that helps you get the position, and unfortunately, there's no hole there.
You know, that actually happened in our match yesterday.
Oh yeah.
In the very first game. For those of you that don't know, Carrie and I played yesterday. in this tournament, and we were each other's first opponent. And so in our very first 8-ball game, I had a shot that I was trying to shoot in the bottom left corner with some inside English, and I was trying to go off of Kerry's ball, but I ended up giving up the table because I did exactly what you're saying. I actually shot the ball in the direction where the cue ball.
To get the position.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very common.
And that was actually your first time at the table. That if you remember that shot.
To be honest, I don't specifically remember
it was
too far back in the match.
Yeah, that was it was a pretty open table. I just had to play position off your ball to hold my cue ball, and but I sacrificed my shot doing that. One of the many shots I'd like to have back.
Yeah, I bet. I've amassed about 40 of those over the course of this tournament. For those of you guys out there that don't know, I'm Kerry McAuliffe, KM Runout in the forums, and I'm here with Robert Martinez. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, most people know me as Bobby, but legally it's Robert. All the APA events, I'm Robert, you know.
Okay.
But friends and family know me as Bobby.
Dave really played a nice shot. He hit that 4-ball real thin, and you know, he's going to make Rob work for this. Yeah,
this is a little testy one-railer if you go for it. Off the 7.
How about that? Wow! Imagine he made that. I wonder if he played that.
You know,
he may have.
I've seen guys like Chris Miller from down Louisiana.
Yeah. Actually, funny thing, we were just that tournament that I said Dave beat me to get 3rd place. He lost to Chris Miller the very next round, and Chris Miller won the tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
was this in 2014?
It was in 2014, yes.
Yes, because I have actually been to Vegas for singles and masters the last 3 years in a row.
Yep.
So I've been there 6 times. This last year, we actually got the money, as you and I were discussing last night. Our teams were playing side by side. Your team was against the Houston team.
Yeah, we played against Ernesto's team, Billy Sharp,
and,
Brent Sumner or something. I can't remember his exact last name.
Yeah, you're going to have to forgive me, Brent.
I know his first name is Brent.
But and we were playing a really good team from Philly, and it was ironic because when I seen you at the tournament this weekend, you looked familiar, but I could not remember why you looked familiar. And I could only, you know, most of these faces you see them, you know, it's the same motley crew, you know, at these events. And
you know, I got to tell you, that's something I actually really enjoy about it. I like seeing those faces and see who's doing what and where everyone stacks up and how the matches go. It's really pretty fun about that. I like it.
Yeah, so, you know, it was, once we realized that we were side by side, I was like, oh, that's why you look so familiar to me. You were right there.
Yep.
I was just in tune with my match. I was, you know, you were focused playing Billy, and I was focused playing my opponent. But, you know, we were.
Well, Dave gets out of that one, and he is, for the first time, in the lead in this match. And let's see, so that's 4-3. They'll play one more rack of 9-ball, and then they'll switch over to 8-ball.
Yeah, I was thinking that this match would. I kind of felt like somebody might dominate a little more on the 9-ball, and then the other person might take over, you know, and get it back in the 8-ball. But it's been going back and forth. I guess neither one has really taken good command of the table.
Well, as I just said, Dave finished 3rd in that tournament in the 8-ball singles, and that is no small accomplishment. So obviously 8-ball is a game that he is skilled at.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Rob's finishes have been in the singles. If I'm not mistaken, I believe a long time ago he might have won the 9-ball singles. I'm not sure if he's won the 8-ball. I'm actually not sure about either of those things. I know for sure he won this tournament. Wow, look at that. What a teaser. Oh, he made a ball. He made the corner ball, and he's perfect on the 1-ball.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a nice looking layout. The only issue he has is the 3 to the 4.
Yeah.
He might elect to play over to the side rail above the 4-ball and make the combo.
4-7, yeah. That would probably be a wise choice. A little bit easier.
Yeah.
Well, that's really impressive. You told me that David made his cue. It's a real. I had a chance to look at it up close. It's a really nice piece of work. It's just a real beauty to look at. I don't know if that's ebony and ivory, or if it's.
I asked him about it. He said it's. He didn't mention what the inlays were, but it's definitely ebony. He said it's cored with maple. He built the cue himself. He built the shaft himself, and it's definitely Purple Heart.
Yes.
And he said I could hit a ball with it, so I'm going to take him up on that maybe after this match.
Yeah, I'd like to take a closer look at it. I mean, it looked really nice.
You know, I'm very picky about my equipment, and I like it if I'm buying a new shaft or whatever. I like doing it at like one of the shows where I can pick through a few of them and really pick out the one I like. He's going the route exactly like I said. He's going to play the 4-7, probably send the 4 down to the bottom right corner. In any case, you know, and I get a little. I don't know what you want to call it, a superstitious type of thing where, hey, I picked out this shaft, it's mine, it's matched to me and all that. Imagine how much more that is if you actually built your entire cue yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Just the attachment to it must be so much greater. Oh, he played that way better than I would have thought. I didn't realize he could do it so softly. He may actually hit this with a ton of high inside, and hit the side rail, the bottom rail, and go straight back up the table. Otherwise, he can certainly go right around the 9-ball. No problem there.
Yeah,
I think he's good no matter what.
I think you might want to take this path here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that works.
And in between the cue ball hits, in between the 4 and the 5, with some top center. But he looks like
he may also float this down. He may be full enough on that ball that he can just float right into the 5-ball and just nudge it up to the corner. I don't like it. I don't like to hit a ball if I don't have to hit a ball.
Yeah, that's risky.
But that's what he's done.
Yeah.
That did not work out as well as he might have liked. Anytime you hit a ball, I mean, if you're Efren Reyes, that's one thing. But for most mortals, it's tough to know exactly how it's going to pan out.
Right. You don't want to rearrange your furniture, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, just.
Well, he has quite a tester here. He can punch this ball up in the corner and possibly drift over underneath the 6. He can roll this in the side and come above the 6. There's a few options, but they're all hard.
Yes. I like playing it up in the top corner.
I kind of do too, especially because it's just easier for me to visualize that shot, and the pocket is large in this angle.
It's just more of a natural shot.
That's the route he's taken, and he hit it good, but not quite good enough. So Rob's going to come to the table. He's got a long straight in. It actually looks like he may be slightly favoring one side of the ball to drift to the right, which is good. And we watched him actually make a very similar shot to this earlier in the match, and he drained it perfectly.
I'm sure in his career he's seen this shot come up many, many times. I figure he's going to hit it hard. Oh.
You know, he stroked it really quite good.
He's going to come out okay, though. No.
I don't think so.
They rolled a couple more inches.
Sure
I thought it was going to stop.
Yeah. Called it in the stretch. So let's see. Does he play real thin with inside? Does he go two rails around the 6?
2 rails. He's going to have to go 2 rails and shoot the 6 up in the same corner pocket.
Yeah, it's natural.
Try to kill this with
this is a real big rack here because this gives the opportunity for Dave to extend his lead by 2 games, and he goes into 8-ball with the break, which is a big deal.
David pulled out the old extension.
He may have, did he come up a little short on this, or I guess he's pretty good. Yeah, that's not too bad.
All right.
Just float across the table, I guess. Oddly, this exact shot right here is one of my warm-up shots. I just like to shoot this shot when I'm warming up to play a match. And,
me too. I hit it from both sides of the table.
Me too, absolutely. I just make sure I'm seeing the ball right. So it's come to be a shot I'm very comfortable with.
Yeah.
Apparently so is Dave. He got a little more draw than he would have liked, but he's still good. Well, that's a big swing.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Robert came out 2-0.
Yeah.
And now here we are after the 8th rack, and we're all knotted up.
All right, well, we're going into 8-ball now, and Dave Rowell has brought the lead to 5-3.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not knotted up.
No, Dave was ahead 4-3. Now it's 5-3, Dave, and that's a big swing there too, because both of these guys are capable of finishing out the set from 5 very easily. And
Dave has won 5 games to Robert's 1 in the last 6 racks.
Wow, look at that.
We owe you an apology, man. They had you down as Jason.
It's no big deal. My buddy had my phone and they were texting like crazy, saying, wrong name.
Yeah.
My buddies they posted on my page. I see you. I didn't tell nobody else coming down here.
Oh, okay.
So then they were like, what's undercover? Then they were like, Jason, I'm like, I didn't do that.
We're talking with Greg Dix.
Yep.
Winner of the last match on the stream.
And,
he just beat.
let's see. He just played his next match and won that one.
What was your opponent's?
We'll find out who.
Michael Trehill. Is it? I forgot his last name already.
Let's see. It looks like he just played Jeffrey Gus. And Greg Dix was able to beat Jeff, and so he moves on to play at 9 a.m. tomorrow. He's sitting in 9th place. Greg, have you played this tournament before? No? Well, that's a pretty good first outing.
We were commenting on the routes that you seem to zing the ball around a lot.
Yeah. Well, you got your own style. Well, it's funny because we were talking about that. Your break is tremendous, and I want to see what that looks like on a bar table.
You're holding back, really. Wow, man, you're crushing those balls.
Yeah.
Crushing them. I made a comment and said, did you go to the Larry Neville School of Breaking? Man, you're crushing them out there. Yeah. Well, you're doing well. So did I. To this guy right here next to me.
Sorry.
Well, good luck, man. Keep it up. Did I get the last laugh? I think I finished a little higher in the tournament, if that's worth anything.
You definitely did. Not a little higher. I think a lot higher.
Not that it's worth anything.
All right, if I really have to be honest, it was the only match I won. Really? I lost my next 2.
No
I played really, really bad.
Now that's surprising.
No, in my very last match, I didn't play bad. I just lost. The other guy played great. He played very good. I made a couple of dumb errors, and I lost. But overall, I played decent. My second match, I played downright horrible. Horrible. Embarrassing horrible.
That's sad to hear, because I know you play better than that. To hear that.
Well, like I say, with me, my problem isn't so much my pool game. It's my it's not even so much the mental game. It's just the personal organization. I'm just not very good at being prepared to play a pool match at the time I'm supposed to play it. Getting the right sleep, eating food at the right times, all that stuff is my biggest obstacle.
Well, I will say this, I mean, if you've never been in an event like this before, it does take a little bit of getting used to. I mean, to come here on your first time and actually win it, that's pretty awesome, because there's a lot of things going on that might not be aware of to other people, or
Yep.
you know. And
Well, anytime you have to travel, there's just so many factors. You don't know where the places are. You don't. If you like a particular kind of food or whatever, you don't know where to go to find it. You don't know.
Right.
It's just you don't know how long it takes to get from one place to the other. There's just so many factors to consider. All right, well, back
and
to
they
this.
seem like little things, but
Yeah,
they really
no,
do.
that stuff adds up.
Yeah.
Being prepared is what it's all about. But back to this match now. Dave broke,
Nice
and
shot.
what a shot he made there.
Look at that.
He
He's gonna
broke
be okay.
quite a cluster here. I think he's got this one on the side, and that should let him get shape on the 2-ball. I think the 4 goes. All of his other balls. The 6 is the one trick. In fact, he may elect to play the 1 and play the 6 in the opposite side and to the right, and then play the 2.
I like the one playing the 1 right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's on it. I think we were talking earlier in a previous match about Grady Matthews and his commentating, and he was so smart about pool. And I remember specifically him saying, "Don't play position when you have position. You have position on the ball now. Don't try to play position on it again. And when you already take what the table gives you and do that shot." And what the table has given him here is a straight-in shot on the 1. I don't know. I want to take this shot.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take it now.
I mean, all the other balls are pretty easy to get position on. He may play the 7 only so that he can play the 3 when he wants to without having to deal with the 7 ball.
Yeah.
Is he playing safe here?
Oh, wow.
What an odd choice.
That is
I mean,
odd.
it's actually a very good safe because Rob can't really do anything from here. So maybe this lets Dave take ball in hand and he can get out from there. He may want to take the 2 first with ball in
If
hand.
I don't have a shot, then what I'm going to try to do is
Put the 2 on the 12, maybe?
put the 7 on the 3.
That's a good one, too. He's kicking.
He got it. He got it.
He may make this ball. Off the 4? No, but I don't see how that could have worked out any better.
Beautiful.
What a tremendous shot.
Put it right back on him.
Yeah.
He can see the 6, but
Can he?
but he's not going to be able to do
Well,
anything
I don't
aggressive
know.
with it.
I don't think he can. Let's take a look at this other angle here. I'm not sure that he
look
can
at
see
camera
number
6.
6. Yeah. I know he can't see.
No,
He's
okay.
hooked.
Yeah, he
can't
is.
see it.
Wow, what a great shot.
Yeah. And it looks like the ball sat in such a way that combo is dead on.
He's trying to kick it
Oh my
to
God,
7.
if he hits this 7 ball, what a return shot that was. Look at that shot.
Wow, man, it's like watching the tennis
All right, this
match.
has just got good.
They're volleying back and forth.
Both guys are playing great.
Kick shot on the 11, make the 15.
Yeah, let's see. Can Rob get underneath this this 3 ball here and hit the 10?
Oh no, he's shooting a table. He's not shooting toward
He might be able to make the 14, but I mean, he's got to deal with the 12 at some point. I almost like trying to go rail first and put the 10 up next to the 4 and just take that away from him because you've got the balls right there to deal with it anytime you want.
Yeah.
Or he's going to bank the 14 down this way towards the side and use it to deal with the 12 ball.
Okay.
That's a good shot right there. I like that shot. He wanted it to come straighter up the table so that he could, he needs a solution to the 12 ball, and at this point he just doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Now Dave can get out. Dave's open. He's wide open now. If he makes the 6 ball, he's probably out. But
He didn't make it.
Didn't make the 6 ball. So what happens now if you're Rob Hall?
Do you hit the, what is this ball right here, the 12?
The 12, yeah, on the bottom.
So is this a 15?
No, it's
up
the
here?
10. It's the 10, and I
10.
think it's the 12 on the left side.
Yeah. You got too much of an angle. I was going to say, do you bank the...
Yeah, how do you
the
like
10
thinning
into
the 10 and play the billiard on the combo?
Well, I was hoping that you could maybe bank this into the bottom rail to make the combo, to
I
get
can't
it
tell
out
if
of
you
there.
can see it that full. But I like, what
Oh,
about this? You bank the 10 to the center of the table, make the billiard, and then
Yeah,
use
there
the
you
10
go. There you
to
go.
deal with the 12. I like this.
You can use the 11 to
Actually,
come back at it.
yeah, and now he has like an insurance ball. That 10 just became an insurance ball. He could, like you said, he could use the 10 to just fly into that 12 ball and There's a lot of options here. This is what I like about 8-ball. It's all these decisions. I feel it's a so much more complicated game than 9-ball.
Oh, without a doubt, it's
you just to me, to play a very good 8-ball, you just simply have to be a better pool player.
It really brings a lot of the other games involved as well.
Yep.
You know, you've got one pocket, you have 14.
Yeah, you know, that's the game that I have not got into, and I really want to. I like it. I've played it a few times with people. I understand the concept, but I don't, you know, I haven't really developed that game. I'd really like to, because I understand that can pretty much help every single other game.
Yeah. And it even brings banks involved.
Yeah, speaking of which, he may, he has rearranged things so that I believe this cross-side bank on the 12 is going to be his option. And I think he might have even played for it right here, although, boy, he just wrecked it. He just ruined it. That's a damn shame.
Look at this. He could draw, he could make this ball in the low right
Hit
corner
the 2
with some low right English and come right over towards
Yeah,
his
he may.
balls.
He may. He might be too thin. I can't tell if he. I can't tell the angle he has, but that is certainly what he's looking at. Yep, he's aiming right down that tangent line. I think that's exactly what he's looking to do. If he can hit the 2-ball and go into the 12 and push it up either towards the side pocket or even towards the opposite corner, that would be
He didn't even have to hit it real hard. He just has to make the ball and hit the 2.
Just touch that 12 ball and he's in good shape.
He hit it a lot harder
none
than
of
he had
the above. Yeah, none of the above. I think if he hit it softer, he could have pulled it back better. Yep. Now what? Can he make the cross corner bank?
You know, I was looking at that for a split second.
I thought I'd hit that 2 and then hit the 12.
That's exactly what he was saying. He wanted to hit the 2 and nudge the 12, but he missed the 2. I mean, I really don't know what he can do from here. He can possibly play a really super soft, safe, you know, just roll up behind the 12, bank the 12 out away from the rail a little bit. It's sort of a short-term solution because I really think Dave has a million kicking options, and really I think you got to go for the bank. You just got to make the shot, you know.
You got half a pocket at best.
And the other
here by the 4.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, he made a decent bid at it, but unfortunately, I expect Dave is going to run out from here.
Yeah, he should. I mean, there's really no reason. He's got to start off with.
Yeah, he'll make the combo, play the 4, the 1 on the side, and roll up to the 4, and at that point, it's clear sailing. Now, boy, I really would not have expected that. I thought for sure he'd play that 1.
Yeah.
Maybe the 4. Maybe he's going to play the 4 as his last ball. You know, if he can get good on his stop shot, you know, it's perfect for the 8 ball.
8 inside.
So then now, I guess what does he do? 3, 2, 1, 7, 3, 2, 7, 1. I don't want to go from the 1 to the 4. I'd rather go from like the 7 or the 2 ball to the 4.
I think you just play the 3, come up table just a little bit, and then play the 2 and the 7 in the same pocket.
Yep. Unless he's looking to play the 1 right now.
Interesting.
Which is fine.
Well, then why not pull the 2, make the 2 and pull it back?
Yeah.
Clear that pocket up a little bit, free it up a little bit so the 7 can go.
Well, let's see.
I mean, because if you make the 1 now,
I think the 2 goes by pretty clean.
It must.
So he'll probably just pull the ball over a little bit, get a slight angle on the 7, and just draw right over to that rail.
What you don't want to do is move the 7 as you're making the 2.
Oh yeah, that could be a disaster. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
It went in clean.
Perfect. So he'll just draw to the side rail, and he will be out. That's a nice shot.
Nice shot.
He's good. He's good to go.
Little stop shot right here.
This should bring him to the hill.
Yeah, I think Robert's gonna not be too happy with his performance in this match.
And that'll do it for to bring Dave to the hill. He's up 6-3. I'm sure he's feeling real good now. You know, it's funny, like going back to that 1 9-ball that he made, and all of a sudden everything turned around, and that was that. Yeah, he's won 6-1 since then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, against a pretty solid player, too. So my hill prediction is not looking too good.
Well, you never know. You never know. I think Rob could run out this set from here, give it, you know, if he can find his gear, but he certainly does not look like he's playing his top game at this point.
No.
Boy, that scratch would have been a delight to Rob at this point, but
Absolutely.
nope.
Robert's body language, you can see also. I mean, he's not happy with his performance.
Well, Dave made a stripe only, so he has to take stripes in this format, and I believe he doesn't really have any particularly easy shot. Well, it looks like we have, I think there used to be a camera 4 that was sort of aimed at one of the other tables, but it appears to no longer be with us. Because after this match, we could have put it on a, that camera's down. So unfortunately, once this match is over, I think we are done for the evening.
Okay. Sounds like the party's getting started either way.
Yeah, right? Well, I certainly don't have anything to do.
Wow. And that's evident as to how.
I think the wheels have fallen off a little bit.
And you said you hit some balls on this table. Are the pockets on this table any tighter than the other tables?
They definitely are. In fact, there's 2 Brunswick tables side by side, this one and the one to our left. And wow, Dave uncharacteristically missed that ball. But yeah, both of the Brunswicks are a little tighter. You basically have 2 diamonds, and one of the diamonds is quite tight. It's probably 4 1/4. The other diamond is relatively tight, maybe 4 1/2. The Brunswicks are not quite as tight as the diamonds. But they are tighter than the remainder of the tables are the Robertson tables, and those are pretty huge. The pockets are big on those ones, but the Brunswicks are definitely tighter. And wow,
oh, man.
I feel like he's just completely disconnected from this match, unfortunately, because this is really where he needs to grind it out, and it's just not there for him.
Yeah, that was 2 shots that I'm sure he would
Because, I mean, it's really not out of reach. You know, 6'4", he breaks and runs at 6'5". You know, anything can happen from here.
Right. And then, you know, you're pumping yourself up saying, come on, one more break and run, and this gets real interesting. You know, and it's not uncharacteristic to be able to break and run 2 or 3 racks of 8-ball. You get a nice, you know, spread of the balls. Boy, he put himself right in no man's land. He can't make the 12. He's sitting right on top of the 15.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, what do you do from here? Can he maybe just, what happens if he just cuts this 10 ball over to the, oh, he's solids. Is he solid?
He's stripes.
Oh, he is? I feel like he could cut this 10 ball over to the side rail, although this is going to work out okay. Yeah, not too much wrong with that shot, really.
You got a free bank.
Yeah. Well, I'm not so sure. One thing, take a look at this angle here. We can see that 10 ball goes on the side. So, I'm not sure. That was the shot I was thinking about, but he definitely didn't get what he wanted to out of it. Dave has a couple options here. I can't tell if the 10 goes in the bottom right. I guess it does not.
No. No, that's what was hurting him on the last last time out, last inning.
Well, I mean, he can shoot this in the top right corner, hit the rail between the 1 and the 8, and that's exactly what he's. And you know what? He's looking at bumping the 8 out because as of right now, it really doesn't have a pocket. So if he can go to the rail and bump that 8 over towards that corner, he's looking good. Well,
he did what
none
you said,
of the
but he
above.
just missed the ball.
yeah, he didn't cut the ball enough. Had he cut the ball more, he would have got a nicer kick on the 8, and of course he would have made the ball.
So do you go ahead and start out? I guess you have to start out with the combination
Yeah, I suppose so.
because you don't
Yeah,
really.
you can roll. Oh, that's the 9 hanging in the side, huh? Not
Yeah.
the 1 ball. Okay. Well, then, yeah, I guess
One's down here.
no real choice. Okay, that's nice.
He's got some new life. Go ahead.
I'd like to just make this 3 off the 9.
Make the
Move
3.
that out of the way. Come down, maybe he can play the 7 in the side, and at that point he's out.
Play the 7 in this corner.
Does it? Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think it goes. Okay, that's fine too. That's even,
And then you
even
can play
better.
the 2.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
hit it with inside. Thank
Yep.
God that somebody else likes to hit it with inside.
Oh, I definitely like inside. I find it to be very
I think that
controllable.
last match was just.
Yeah.
I think Robert is feeling a little bit of life. That was a very nice shot. Just pocket the ball. Just pocket the ball. Nice shot.
I like it. I like that shot. Well, this could turn the tide here.
It could be. You never. I mean, that's the one thing about this game. You know, when you're at the table, it's your time to shine. If you're not at the table, anything. I mean, you might not ever get back to the table. You might be shaking the guy's hand, saying, "Good shooting."
Now, see, speaking of inside English, I would have definitely rolled that ball right around the 8 with inside. I just
Go
feel
real
it's
first,
easier.
maybe a little
yeah,
bit?
yeah. Not even. I just spin it right. I mean, of course, what he did is fine. I
Yeah.
just like the feel of that shot. I feel like I can control it and hit it nice and soft.
Yeah, so it's 6-4 now. If he breaks and puts a 2-pack on him,
Yep.
you know, now we got a ball game. If he puts 3 on him, then
Yeah,
Robert's
that is-
definitely going to be, happy. But David will be thinking about that shot that
Yeah.
he rattled
Yeah.
all night long.
Yep. I mean, it's well within the capability of both of these players to run out this set from here, especially playing 8 ball. You know, if they can get their break working.
Yeah.
It looks like Rob's planning on hitting the second ball.
I like that. You know,
Yeah, I think the front ball is good for the big power breakers, but you know, if you can't really smash it, it's probably better off hitting the second ball. You
I
get
mean,
more action. You
yeah.
certainly have the chance of making the 8.
Right.
But as it turns out, he's in deep trouble because I think Dave has every strike ball where he needs it to be, with the possible exception of the 13. But I think if he takes the 9 right now, draws straight back to the rail, I think he's out. He's got a cup, and also, if I'm not mistaken, that 7 might squeeze right between the 11 and 15 in the
7,
corner.
if it does,
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
take
taking solids, absolutely. Oh my God, yeah, I didn't see that ball went because that solid's problem free.
Yeah, because otherwise you have to shoot the.
Yeah.
You know, you could shoot the 11 into the 15 to make it.
Yeah.
And then break them up.
Yep. He's looking the stripes over, so it may not go. It may not fit through that space. Here we go. Camera 6 will tell us the answer. It does. Boy, I would have taken that.
Wow, no doubt.
Huh.
No doubt about that.
Boy, that's strange. I really thought he would have shot that ball, and the solid seemed
I guess
awfully
he
easy.
I guess this was not an issue.
I guess so. now.
Or maybe he's planning on running all the way down and playing safe right there, sticking him.
I guess so, yeah. You could just roll the 13 towards the pocket, but it looks like he's going to try to get it out of there now.
To me, why let your opponent to the table if you don't have to?
Agreed.
Oh, look.
I mean, the safest safety is a run-out.
Yeah. Our angles are off over here.
Yeah. So what's the end of this? I mean, I guess he's probably going to want to shoot this 15 ball now, or is he going to play the 8 down in the corner? You know, he could even play that ball last if he wanted to. I wouldn't.
I think the 10 ball going up should be
Yeah.
a last ball and the 8
Yeah,
inside.
I prefer that unless he gets funny on the 10. You know, then it becomes a
So you
problem.
make the 15.
Yeah, draw out, try to get straight in on the 12.
Draw back.
Yeah, draw back for the 14. He could even play the 10 on the side if he wanted to. Okay, so he would have liked to have come a little further back.
He might have to change his route now.
Yeah.
Now he's going to have to go 10.
He could go 10, 14, 12 last, and he has a lot of ways to play the 8 from there.
Either
8 goes in 5 pockets, I think, maybe 4 pockets. It goes in the left side, the top left, the bottom right, the top right. So he has a number of options there. But I expect he'll take the 12 first. I'm not sure. Hard to say. He certainly looks good on the 14 ball if he wants it. He's really good on both balls.
Yeah,
if the 8 might even go in the right side, I can't tell. If it does, then
he's going to play this ball in the side pocket because he's looking at the angle.
Yeah.
That he's
Oh, do you think he's going to follow?
Yeah, he's looking to follow it here, and he's looking to see where he's going to get to make this ball here in the bottom right corner, and then he's going to shoot the 8 up in the top left corner. That's what he's looking at.
I'm not sure I like that. For me, you know.
Right. But that's what he's looking at right now, is to see if he cuts this ball in the side pocket, it's going to drift down to the bottom left, and where is he going to land to cut the 12 ball so that he can shoot the 8 next. See, there he goes.
Okay, that's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice angle.
Yeah, so now he's
just natural, just roll up.
He can cut it with, he didn't even have to put any English
No,
on it.
I think he just rolls up. He could maybe, you know, if he needs to, hold it up with a little bit of inside, but I don't think he needs anything. Just roll it in natural. I think that's all she wrote. Couldn't have got any better on that ball.
No.
Surprised Rob didn't get up and shake his hand, but you know,
yeah,
you can't do that. Make him shoot the ball. You know, that's what you're here for. It's a great out, great match. Dave played very well. Rob didn't quite have his best stuff. So Dave will be returning tomorrow on the winner's side. We don't have the time there for that match yet, but I'm going to quickly find out if there is going to be another round of loser side matches, because they may actually, it's almost midnight, so my guess is I doubt it. But give me one quick moment and I'll be right back.